Welcome everyone to our third week in YouTube and like our 13th week in social media. If you don't follow Pete yet, please go to all his socials. He's in TikTok, X, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest as Pete Klingen SEO. If you saw the video last week, we talk about Google and how why this is like benefit for all the small business and all of that. But our company it's about SEO. But we of course explain them why Google is important and all of that because SEO is inside of Google basically. So today I want that we go a little bit deeper in Google and SEO. So how you feel today, Pete?
I feel good. Let's do it.
Okay. So my first question for you is what are the different types? No, first I want to ask you what is SEO?
So, search engine optimization is really the process of improving your visibility on search results.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people think search engine optimization is like a destination. I'm going to rank number one when search engine optimization is complete.
Mm-hmm.
SEO is actually something that's never really complete. You're always doing it, you're always improving, always making your site better, your offsite components better. There's always more keywords you can rank for, there's always a bigger geographic area. And so, really, search engine optimization is an ongoing process of improving your visibility on search.
Okay, so based on what you say, and of course, all the most common questions that small business owners have about SEO, what are the different types of SEO?
Well, there's a lot of different types of SEO at Tiger 29. We do local SEO,
Mhm.
primarily for small businesses that are service based companies, brick and mortar companies in their local area. That's one type of SEO. Another type of SEO might be e-commerce SEO, where you sell a product, a physical product online. You want visibility for people who are searching for that product, and so that would be e-commerce SEO. Typically, that's much more competitive. You're
Mm-hmm.
up against the whole world of all the other people who sell that product. Where
Mm-hmm.
in local SEO, you're just in your local market. Another type might be informational SEO, where you're trying to get people to come to your website for information, and then you can do things with that. And then maybe another type that has really been impacted with AI is affiliate SEO, where you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to get people to come to your website and then essentially pass them on to make a purchase somewhere else. And so those are some of the big ones, I think.
And I'm like really happy that you specify all of them because usually like people that already try with SEO, they're like, oh no, SEO don't work pretty good for me, or this is definitely not for me because I have another kind of business or something like that. But it's maybe because they don't try the correct SEO for them.
Exactly.
Because like as you said, for example, the SEO for a product is different for a service. So
Yeah.
it's really interesting this.
And you'll find videos on the
Mhm.
internet or on YouTube saying, "Hey, you don't need links. All you need to do is this," or "You don't
Mhm.
need content. All you need is links."
Yeah.
And those things could be true depending on the type of SEO that you're trying to do, or the competition that you have, or a lot of different factors. And so it's really about search engine optimization is really about understanding the situation
Mm-hmm.
and understanding what levers to pull and what buttons to push to
Mm-hmm.
improve that visibility. And it's going to be different for every single business.
Yeah, and also this remind me that in the last video you said it's not about hocus pocus thing, it's not about trick the algorithm.
Yeah.
It's more like specific areas that you can, manage and improve, and that's why most of the higher companies appear in the first page.
Yeah.
And it's not impossible for someone. It's just like know how to do the things properly. But we promised the people in the last video to mention them some tools for Google.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my question. What are the best SEO tools available in Google?
So, in my opinion, the very best SEO tools for improving your visibility on Google are number one, Google itself, and number two, your eyeballs. And so, what that means is go to Google and do some searches and use your eyeballs to really observe what you're seeing there. What are you, who, not only who's number one, and get aggravated about that, but think about what are you seeing for that number one result? What's their blue link showing?
Mm-hmm.
What's underneath the blue link? Who else is in that search? Is it other competitors? Is it citation websites that are listing the top 10 providers in your city? Are there local results showing up? That kind of stuff. So you can learn a lot about search engine optimization and how to improve your visibility just by using Google and opening your eyes and paying attention. Beyond that, Google has Google Analytics and Google Search Console, which are free. Anybody can use them and put them on their site. And you can get incredible amounts of information out of there. And typically, those are the first two things that we set up for clients when we work with them is Google Analytics and Google Search Console. Bing Webmaster Tools is just Bing's version of Google Search Console. And then, of course, you can get into paid tools. The one that we use the most is SEMrush, which offers a whole suite of tools. And there's others on the market too, like Ahrefs, and others that are more advanced tools. And frankly, like that's probably the progression is using Google and your eyeballs. That's the freest and the easiest. Next up the chain is setting up analytics in Google Search Console. And then once you've used those tools for a while, you start to come up with questions that those tools don't answer.
Yeah.
And then you go to a more advanced tool.
Yeah. And I'm happy that you mentioned those ones because, as you said, those are free. So basically, all the small business that already are in Google, they can sign in and create their account and all of that. And it's really cool too because we receive couple of questions in the week that people is like, I already know, or I already have my Google Analytics, but I don't know what it's like happening there, or I don't control it. So for all the people that follow Pete, this is an invitation to book an SEO Power Hour where he can explain you a little bit how those tools work, or help them to attach those tools to your website. Like, we can do a lot to those tools. But my third question for you is, how does the content quality affect the SEO ranking?
I think content quality plays a big impact in SEO work and in the visibility that you can get on search engines. Because essentially what Google or Bing or even the new AI tools like ChatGPT and Gemini and those types of things, really what they're trying to do is give users a good result. They want that person who's doing that search to come away from their experience on Google thinking that was a good result. I found the information that I needed. I found the service provider that I needed. And so with that in mind, basically what you have to think about is, how do you make sure that you're a good result? Well, you have to provide good information on your website. And we talk about authority as one of the ways that we help improve visibility. And on your website, what that means is basically the more pages that you have on your site, the higher the quality of content on your site. The algorithm can't help but rank you better. It's an algorithm. And so if you have more inputs into that algorithm, you're going to have a better output. A 50-page website is generally going to outperform a 5-page website. And so for a small business, what that means is take a look at your website and think about, are your services actually there? If you're not talking about your services on your website, why would Google give you visibility? Why would ChatGPT recommend you to someone looking for your services in your town?
Yeah, and I think like for the people that don't understand pretty good how SEO works, like, as the same like acronym said, it's search engine optimization. So it's basically how Google rank your website, how Google identify if your website have a good quality content or not, and depend on that, like, they show you or not. So yeah, like all the content and the quality of them, it's really important for Google to give them authority, relevance, and trust. So this is basically how SEO works.
Yep.
But we received recently a message from someone that asked why my website is having traffic decline. So what you can respond?
Well, if someone's experiencing a decline in website traffic, there could be a lot of different reasons for that. And my first question that I would probably ask them is, what makes you say that? Where are you seeing that traffic decline? And what they could be meaning is like, well, we're actually experiencing a decline in sales, which might not even be related to their traffic. If they're using Google Analytics and they understand their traffic and their traffic flow and how it goes, they'll have a better idea of, is traffic actually declining? Now, why that might be, it could be because you've lost visibility on search. A competitor is ahead of you now. It could be that that search results page has changed. And so what used to appear at the top of the page, maybe it was a local pack, now appears further down because there's an AI overview that's being provided. And so you're not getting as much traffic as you were before. And then a third piece could be that, hey, maybe your traffic is down, but you're ranking and you're getting visibility for better keywords now. So even though you have less traffic, you're getting more customers. And Google Analytics can be configured, a little bit of customization in Google Analytics, and you can tell how many of those visitors are actually performing a high value action, how many of those are going to a contact page, how many are clicking on a call button, those types of activities. And then you get a better understanding of where's my traffic coming from, what are they doing on my website, and where is that kink in the hose that I need to work out in order to improve my lead flow again.
So thank you for sharing all of this information and how to conclude this video, how we can fix the SEO issue for these people, like in their website.
So if you think you might have an SEO problem with your website, a great way to get started is that SEO Power Hour that we do, where we're going to actually get on and help make some improvements live on that call. The next thing would be just to do a little bit of reading. You know, go to Google, search for some keywords. You know, actually search for your actual company name and see what shows up. You could be shocked at what you find, and that could give some really good insight into how to improve. For example, maybe you go to Google and you search for your company and you see your Chamber of Commerce page come up, but it has the wrong phone number on it. That's something you can reach out to the chamber and fix, and it will help with your visibility on organic search. So yeah, really just get started on Google. Take a look at things, get analytics set up, get Search Console set up, and then take the time to look at that data and get a better understanding of what could be improved.
Awesome. Thank you, Pete, to share your experience again. And thank you all the people that is watching Pete social media and Pete's videos in YouTube. This is my invitation to all of you again to follow him because we're posting every day some tips, strategies, or just funny content about the company. So I think that we're really giving you really good information to all the small business owners. Do you want to say something?
Tiger 29 is real SEO.
And remember, real results. Bye. Thank you.